probably 5 or 10 miles under the speed limit, you know, just cruising and looking and you know, it's just, she said, I said, there's some kind of animal. Say, a deer. Did you see it? No. I said, well, why not? I said, look. She said, no, I can't look because I got to watch the road. I said, why? I'm driving. She said, no, you ain't. You're looking off out there deer hunting. I said, well, you know, it'll be okay.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and we joke and carry on a lot.
Good.
I mean, there's a few times we've went to bed, sleepy as all get out, and get to joking and carrying on. You know how you get that sleepy laugh?
Right.
And we've laughed for 2 hours, just crazy things, you know. And it's
I used to travel some with my mom. I used to travel with my mom and dad some. And I would take them places and go places with us. But I used to let them stay in the same room. But I swear they'd get to laughing and cutting up. And I told them, I said, you know, we need to go to sleep. Dennis and I do. They get to laughing about something and going on and hee-hawing. And I said, then after I told Dennis, we are not going with them unless we can pay for their own room.
There you go.
Because these people are...
Like two little teenagers.
Oh, gosh. They get to carrying on and the giggling. And I don't know. All right. So let me ask you this. I know we've covered a lot of stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. Let's talk about forgiveness, okay? When we talk about, and we've sort of covered it some, but when we talk about forgiveness, how important is forgiveness in your life?
Well, it's becoming more because, again, my time's running out too. And of course, you know, we're not guaranteed the next day, but that unforgiveness that we harbor can hinder us in several different areas. And it's like, you know, you've thought on it before, that they have a control over us. You're fine until they come around or somebody brings that situation up and then you're like, ugh, rip them. Yeah. So, and the Bible speaks a lot about forgiveness. Sometimes a blessing can be hindered by unforgiveness.
Right.
And, you know, that's something that we need all the blessings that we can get sometimes. But how hard is it to forgive?
Yeah.
I'm still working on that.
Right.
There's one in particular person that I'm having a hard time doing that with. And to me, the situation, they didn't get what I thought they should get.
Right.
And which, you know.
Well, let me give you a word of advice in that area, okay? And I've talked to people that went through some awful things in their life. And when I spoke to them, you can't say just forgive them because you can't in yourself.
Right.
But I found, and I've had people that didn't even want to ask God to help them forgive. I found if you can say, God, I cannot forgive that person, but I need you to help me forgive them.
Yeah.
That he's got a wrench for every nut, okay? All right? And he can adjust your heart.
Right.
Okay? That doesn't mean that things are always fair, what we think is fair.
No.
And if they were fair, you and I'd be in a mess right now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we don't want fair.
No.
Okay, we want mercy.
Yes.
All right? So, and I think of that in our life, that in this life in forgiveness, sometimes we have to say, God, help me. Help me. In myself, I can't do it.
Right.
And I've met people, though, that didn't even want to ask God to help them forgive.
Yeah.
They just wanted to be mad at that person from now on.
Yep.
And it hurt their marriage.
Yes.
It hurt their walk with God. It hurt their relationships with people because they're still holding that.
Yep.
It didn't hurt the person they won't forgive.
No. Nope.
But
they're going on with life like nothing's ever happened. And they sometimes look back like, well, who are you?
Yeah.
You know? But you're the one that keeps drumming it up.
Yeah.
And I'm bad for that. I'll see something or a word or something other will stem that memory. Like, man, if I could have just done that. You know, or if you'd have got what was coming to you.
Right.
It's like, and you know, closure.
Right.
What exactly is closure? I mean, would closure be, okay, you finally got what I think you deserve? Is that closure for me? Not really.
Don't believe it is.